Back on the campus of Nashville Christian, Miami first with Coach Jeff Brothers bringing the action after a really nice girls game. And Hazel Harding going in tonight, leading the district at 8-0. DCA went in at 6-1. So Nashville Christian's 4-2 record going in pushes them to 5-2, and so they will stay in third place. And with the DCA loss, they'll be only a half game behind them. It's now time for the boys game, and we'll take you down the court side for the introduction.
For this district game between these two outstanding programs. And once again, thank you for your support. And now, the starting lineups. First for the visiting Clarksville Academy Cougars. Number 0, Marcel Jackson. Number 1, Taj Davey. Number 3, Trace Majors. Number 22, Jerron Johnson. And number 23, Andreas Scott. The Cougars are coached by Sean Jones. And now, the starting lineup for your Nashville Christian Eagles. Starting at 4, number 0, Wyatt Dude. At guard, number 2, Caden Grigsby. At guard, number 4, Zane Crimpton. At guard, number 11, Jace Jennings. And the man in the middle, number 25, Patrick Sawyer. The Eagles are led by head coach Mike Mays. Fans, let's make some noise as Eagles basketball is next.
Just about ready for boys action. Nashville Christian hosting Clarksville Academy, coming in with a 6-2 district record.
First place, I believe, in the district. 11-9 overall, I think, but 6-2 in the district. He's coming off a 59-51 win at DCA the other night. I believe it was yesterday.
I believe our boys are at 5-3 in the district, so they're right up there close. So this is a big game. Number 22, Jerron Johnson. I like that name. Is he a football player, Coach?
Don't believe so, Coach.
He looks like one. So ready to tip. Patrick Sawyer to tip, and controlled by Clarksville Academy, and Majors will set the court. Eagles in that, we used to call it an amoeba, now it floats back to the 2-3. They look for the high-low, but Duke knocks it off nicely, but back out to Jackson. Wanted to make a move, but we cut him off. Good defense so far by the Eagles. Ball in the corner to Andreas, and it's stolen away. Caden Grigsby past the timeline. Nice play. Gives to Jace Jennings, right side to Wyatt Duke. Eagles will set the court. Grigsby against the man-to-man, loses it, gets it back. Jace Jennings on the left side. They really close that tight on him. He can hit from anywhere in the half-court area. And he's going to get a hand check on Majors, and that's good to see. They start off with that.
Well, he did. I mean, that's a call. He can make it, but now you got to be consistent with it. See if they call that way.
It's supposed to be an emphasis about 23 years ago. 7:12 left, no score. And we are out there without Darian Green, who has a concussion and a cut eyelid of all things.
Yeah, I got poked in the eye pretty well the other night.
Duke from downtown, a little short, long board is fought for Crampton, and it will be retained to Nashville Christian. Nashville Christian, two of Coach Brothers' football boys out there. They were a little rusty after the first couple of games, but they have really gotten into the flow of basketball here in January.
Well, athletes are athletes, Coach. Doesn't take them long to get back in the groove.
Chase Jennings pivoting in trouble, looking, waiting, finally finds a cutter, but it's deflected out of bounds by Jackson as Jennings picked it up and could not find a cutter. Clarksville Academy in their Kentucky blue was all over them. For the Eagles. And the loss of Darian is quite glaring even on these possessions.
Well, he's the primary ball handler for our team.
Duke drives, cut off. They are fast. Jace, nice Move, lays it up nicely, left-handed, getting the ball off to give the Eagles a lead. The Academy quickly in the front court. They whip it around to Jackson. He'll go downtown and he'll miss. Sawyer with the board, gives to Crampton. Past the timeline, the Eagles up 2 against the first place Cougars. Jennings with a great left-hand drive. Here's Grigsby. Stutter steps in there, and it's going to be lost out of bounds on the baseline by Clarksville Academy, and the inbounded by Grigsby. Grigsby to Crampton. Crampton to Jennings. Thought he was going to pull that one. Eagles up by 2. Sawyer, post man, comes out to get the ball, hands right back to Jennings. Jennings takes in there again, gives to Grigsby. Grigsby drives into the lane, cut off. And this time he's doubled and loses it. Coming past the timeline is Majors. Cougars, and he walked. And doesn't matter, he was way off board there. I think I'd be posting up Scott, Andreas Scott there.
That was Johnson. 22.
I'm sorry, 22 is Johnson. My 60-something-year-old eyes are struggling here. Sawyer drives baseline, cut off to Jennings. National Christian would probably like to keep this game low scoring and possession oriented. Duke hands to Crampton. Looks like that's what they're doing, Coach. They're trying to eat up, milk a little clock, and you get a good shot. In the corner, Jennings downtown. Bottom! Jace Jennings 5. Clarksville Academy nothing. Majors quickly in front court.
Good open shot selection right there. You just don't want empty possessions, and we haven't had those yet. 1 turnover, but 2 good shots and 5 points.
Ball on game under 5 minutes of the first quarter. Clarksville Academy looking for their first basket. Really swarming Johnson inside. Collapsing on him nicely. We're going to give up the 3, and we're going to have to some. And Duke tracks down the long 3. Here comes Jennings. Pull again. He does. And they got a hand on it that time. But a great save by Crampton. Back in to Sawyer. The layup good. And immediately Clarksville Academy stunned out of the gate. Down 7-0.
Well, our guys are playing with a lot of confidence lately, Coach, which is great, and that gives us the opportunity to press the action in the front court. We've got open looks, and Zane that time, obviously great hustle, gets the rebound. Colin Patrick doing a great job being underneath and ready. And we've converted our possessions with points and shots, and that's what's been good for us.
Been a great start for Nashville Christian. Jennings with 5 points, and on the great save there, Sawyer lays it up for his first 2. And a great start for the Eagles on a wet and rainy night in January. And good start, good crowd down below after a great girls game. And the Cougars a little bit stunned here out of the gate. Majors will walk it up against an extended 2-3 zone. We're also doing a great job inside on the block. They get a little double screen on top, and they throw that one away. Beautiful defense inside, but Coach Mace has got a really good defensive scheme here going. We'll see if Clarksville Academy is able to they immediately jump into the full court press. Without Darian Green, we've handled the pressure nicely. Here comes Grigsby. He's going to be double teamed. And another reach on Clarksville Academy, and maybe that'll loosen
that's Jackson.
This game up.
Cougars foul number 0, Marcel Jackson. That's his first and the team's second.
Jennings to inbound it. Looking for a cut, and that's not a good pass at all.
No.
Stolen by Jackson. Lays it in. No good, he misses. Crampton, we get away with the turnover, so it evens up. Over to Jennings. Back to Grigsby. The Sawyer takes it baseline, throws it instead of Duke. From Charlotte Pike, he's way short. But Sawyer fighting for the board, but coming out of there with it is Davey. Long pass ahead to Scott. Inside to their big man Johnson, throws it away. Once again, Coach, they have failed to connect. They've only gotten really 1 shot off.
And 4 turnovers. So 4 turnovers to 1 shot. I'll take that for the rest of the game.
This is a great start. Clarksville Academy trying to pick up the pace here. They've got some great athletes out there. Nashville Christian staying with them right now. We've got some athletes too. Here's the back door to Jennings. Backs out of there with it. Gives back to Grigsby. Lays it down. Drives baseline. Turns. Gives to Sawyer on a cut. And he couldn't get it up high enough to get it off. And it was deflected at his waist. Here they come, quickly in front court, in the corner, driving, hanging, no good, another bad miss. Rebound kicked back out. Clarksville Academy not shooting well at all, but that time they do. As Majors knocks home a three, and it's 7-3. And they're picking up man-to-man. Crampton pounding past the timeline, shields off the defender nicely. Gets to Sawyer, almost got it back, but they cut it off pretty good. Sawyer takes it into the key, shuffles over to Duke. Duke swings the ball out top to Grigsby. Back to Grigsby in the corner. Hands to Sawyer out top. Hands right back to Grigsby. Takes it down the lane. Kicks to Duke. He's got another good look. It bounces. He's had some good looks. They won't fall for him. 7-3. Here comes Cougars into front court quickly. Whip the ball over the side to Jackson. Wanted the three, but they haven't been hitting those either. Throwing a lot of cross-court skip passes. Majors brings the ball out of there. They get it inside of their big man finally. Reverse layup, good. Nice job that time by Johnson with a reverse layup. They cut it to 2.
Just moving the ball around our zone, making our defense move and change sides of the court. That's what those skip passes do, and they were able to get the ball inside for a short 2-footer.
Freed up Johnson. Here's Jace Jennings scooping. This time it's not up there high enough, and flying out of there is Scott. Takes it all the way, lays it up, no good. But Johnson with the board, gives to a cutter, and Sawyer deflects it out of bounds. And Height and Ortiz will come in immediately for Jennings and Duke. 7-5. Nashville Christian has led throughout. They did lead 7-0. Clarksville Academy with 5 unanswered. We pack a 2-3 in there tight. Clarksville Academy screens the screener, but the ball's on the right side for it to work. Clarksville Academy bounces over to Majors. Here's Gunn again. In and out. Crampton long board. Nice job. Shuffles over to Ortiz down 2. Nashville Christian ahead 2. 1:40 to go. There's Height. Working on Parker. Height has the collegiate 3. Knocks it down. 10-5. 1:25 to go.
Staying in that 2-3, forcing them to
Clarksville Academy
take some open shots, take some deep shots.
Moving the ball into the baseline, and Majors picks up the contact and will bring the ball in underneath.
Well, smart by Coach Mays, of course, but playing that zone, they want to run. They want that man defense to be able to take advantage of their skill set, and then instead we're forcing them to shoot deep shots, and they're not hitting.
Clarksville Academy against the inbound, whipping the ball around the horn, and they hit a nice cutter inside, laying up nicely as Davey, as he flashed from the short corner opposite, did a good job of getting open right in the middle of the key. Nashville Christian ahead 10-7, 48 seconds to go. In the corner to LA, we may be milking the clock for one shot. 40 seconds, Height. Rigsby right side. Crampton comes out to get it, does a little curl cut. Rigsby's in trouble and took it in too low. Need to just pull it out. Wasn't anywhere really to go there, and it loses out of bounds with 31 seconds left in the first quarter.
That's unfortunate because they had the ball right there in good position, but just kind of lost the handle on it.
In good position to get a 2-possession lead, but now they can either tie or cut it to 1. Clarksville Academy pulls it out with 20 seconds to go to set the court down 3 points, 10-7. Now they get the play going, and they're going to give the ball to Jackson. He thought about it, backs it out of there. 8 seconds to go. They give to Jackson, drives, and puts it up good. Excuse me, that was Parker. That's going to run out the clock. Parker hit a nice shot fake and jumper and cuts it to 1. Nashville Christian has led throughout, but the 7-point lead has been cut to 1. So we'll take a quick timeout with the score. Nashville Christian 10, Clarksville Academy 9. Back in a moment. Back on the Nashville Christian Broadcast Network, this is Mike McPherson along with Coach Jeff Brothers, presenting a big district game with top of the heap Clarksville Academy at 6-2 against Nashville Christian at 4-3. Big district game for both teams. Nashville Christian has led throughout, and they're opening up this quarter with the ball. And boy, Clarksville Academy gets up in your grill.
Same as the girls. Same
yes.
as the girls.
Very similar. 10-9, Nashville Christian running a 5-man pass and cut over to Crampton. Sees the seam, stop, hanging 9-footer. I don't think he walked.
How do you walk on a jump shot?
That was, I don't know what he saw. That was, if you're watching at home, rewind it. I don't think that was a walk.
It's a jump shot.
Did a beautiful hop through, and he didn't shovel his feet when he did it.
No.
Under 7.5 to go, so Clarksville Academy looking to take the lead, and that's Parker. He wants to gun it, but that one did not look good at all. He wants to put it up early. He came off the bench, hit one while ago at the half, before the quarter. Nashville Christian down the court and ahead by 1. Crampton, he's going to pull this one from 3 off the back iron. Johnson up high for the board. Well, the big man can bring it all the way up. Then immediately throws the ball 40 feet and then post up. He can run also. Parker wanted to put it up. Jennings knocked it away. Pass fakes the ball in the key to Davey. Now gunning the 3. This is in and out. No good. Big miss there by Jackson. And coming down is Marcus Height. Nashville Christian still leading 10-9. Duke. The pass and cut offense. Height curls through. Jennings asks for Ortiz to come out and get it. Top of the circle, Crampton. Hands back to Ortiz. Lays the ball down after the fake. Looks for a cutter. Finds Crampton. Lays it in the key. Takes it all the way in. Well, they're quick. Give to Jennings. Nashville Christian.
I like the patience, Coach.
I do too. They're making them work hard. Clarksville Academy is playing good defense, but we're making them work. Oh, great step through by Hyde. I think he could have right-handed that one. Did a great step through. I don't think he had to force it with his left hand. Clarksville Academy with another chance to take the lead into the lane. Good. This time is Majors, and they do get the lead. For the first time at 11-10, 5:50 of the second quarter. And, boy, a couple of tough calls here kind of hurt us. And there's one right there finally on Jackson blocking Height.
It's going to be his second foul, Coach.
Rigsby will check back in. Good to get him out of the contest for a second. Yeah, Coach, I do like our pace, and I hope we can eat up 30, 40 seconds and then get a shot.
Yeah, I'd like to get, Marks did do a good job on that step, but he wasn't expecting it, though, and so went with his left hand thinking the defender was going to be running down with him, and I just threw it a little too high off the glass. But we're showing good patience. We're taking care of the ball, knock on wood, and we're getting, shots out of the possession, which is what we want. And 11-10, I think if you'd have said before the game at the end of the quarter or early in the second quarter you're going to be in a one-point game, I think we'd take that. Nashville
Christian leading, trailing 10-11, 5:42 to go. And
sorry, Coach.
Yeah, we had some good basketball tonight with the girls' game, and this is a tight one here.
Yep, nobody in foul trouble is what I was going to say. That if you would call Jackson with 2 fouls early in the second quarter trouble, it could be if he would pick up a third, but they took him out quickly. And for Nashville Christian, an opportunity here to, again, get a good possession, get a good shot, stay right in the contest.
Wish they do the NBA 6 fouls, because you're always going to – the referee's going to miss one, and you're going to do a dumb one. Let them stay in and play. But Nashville Christian, without Darian Green, doing a very good job handling this pressure. Height left hands it over to Grigsby to Height. He's going to gun the collegiate 3. With a good looking one. Grigsby, nice board. Backs it out of there, gets to Ortiz to Height. Thought about it again and backed out. Grigsby gets Jennings on the second cut. Right side to Height. Again, controlling that clock and the contest tempo. Height from collegiate. That was a little strong also. And here comes Clarksville Academy. Shoves off. Jennings reached, almost had it. Clarksville Academy takes it in there, no good. But there's Big Johnson. Man, he's hard to keep off the board.
We're
lays
playing
it up,
without a post.
Lays it up for a 3-point lead, 13-10. Boy, we don't have really anybody that can match up with his size.
Patrick's sitting at the table ready to come in, but we just don't have a post on the floor at this point, playing with a 5-guard front.
Height between the circles to Grigsby on the right side. Biggest deficit for Nashville Christian. Grigsby in deep, gives to Height. Height stops, hanging 8-footer off the board. It was a good shot. Didn't get it quite up high enough on the glass, and here comes Clarksville Academy down the court quickly. Spinning is Johnson. Oh, what nice 360 layup. Good. Gives them a 5-point lead, their biggest of the game. 4:15 to go. Eagles get it pickpocketed. Breakaway, the layup is good, and we'll need a timeout here probably. And Coach May's going to let us play through it. Down 7 now. Height, we're having to work without outstanding point guard Darian Green. And here's the back door. We had it, but Marcus fumbled it. Grigsby with the 3. Looked good also off the front iron. 7-point deficit. Clarksville Academy smelling a little blood. Johnson takes it in low, kicks it out for a 3. Long one in and out, fortunately. Long forward by Duke. Over to Height, right side to Jennings. Jennings to Grigsby. 7-point deficit. Nashville Christian trying to control the pace. But down 7, that's a little hard to do. Again, a lot of hand checking. They called a couple early. Grigsby right side. Looks for Ortiz coming off the screen. Instead, Height after the screen that he set pops out to Grigsby between the circles. Picks it up. Ortiz left side. Brings it to Grigsby out top. Nashville Christian, good job on the perimeter passing. Give to Grigsby. Looks for Height. Height, 1 to 3, lays it down. Turns, pivots, stops, turns. 8-footer bouncing, good. It was a good-looking shot. They're going to call a foul on Ortiz from behind. Sawyer will come in with Crampton.
I believe that's 2 on LA.
Not the first Crampton you've had play football for you.
No. And arguably the second best, if you want to talk about it. No, Zane's an amazing.
Hope Zane didn't hear that.
No, he's an amazing football player and was a vital part of our success over the
well,
last couple years.
He's got Spider-Man hands.
The best hands of anybody we've had around here, arguably in a long, long time.
And his sister had a magic foot.
Had a great foot. She was a great kicker for us and a great family for Nashville Christian School.
Someone told me, I thought Macy had, she was the first kicker. Was there another girl in the 80s? Have you heard that?
I have.
I don't know who it is.
I don't know if the statistical ramifications of that. I don't know if she actually
wish we could
was in a
find
game
that
doing
out.
that or not.
If anybody ever listened to this broadcast and you were back in the heyday, let us know.
I'll say this, Macy, the first Nashville Christian female kicker to be featured on the NFL Europe network during her time here. Came all the way over across the pond and did an interview to be aired in England back when she was playing.
And Coach Quinn called her automatic, and she was every bit. So Clarksville Academy has seized momentum and control of this game. They pulled their zone way out to get the kind of some false motion going, to get things going, and then they start attacking after a couple of swings. And now they've got it in motion. They flash their big athlete Davey into the high post some, and they got a new man in there also flashing Snodgrass, number 14.
And Coach, we are scoreless in the second quarter.
Yes. It's 17-10. We need to stop and a score badly. So Clarksville Academy kind of running a pass and cut zone attack where just about everybody except Snodgrass ends up on the perimeter. Davies been sitting in the lane for 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, just now left it. Nobody counting down there. So the Academy slowing the pace down a little bit. They throw into the corner, 1:50 to go. So they've really been patient. Their coach trying to get them to attack a little bit more aggressively. Nashville Christian with a good defense. Clarksville Academy is going to gun Colbert. The long one, no good. Sawyer with a nice board gives to Crampton. Need a possession basket here. Jennings, they pick him up quickly and they pickpocket him away. That's Scott. He'll get another one, unmolested layup. It's 2 times he's done the pickpocket. And we have a 9-point deficit. And we had early control, but Clarksville Academy has seized that and more. Grigsby takes it into the key, stops, tries to get up there, and they're going to call.
So he stepped out.
The defender, Davey, got the shot that was deflected off Grigsby, but he stepped on the baseline, and Nashville Christian retains possession as we approach a minute of this second quarter, down 9.
Yeah, Coach, I think we were up 7-0 if I recall,
Yes.
and we've been outscored 19-3 since.
We can ill afford to get any further behind, really. We'll be in a lot of trouble. Crampton handing to Grigsby, back to Crampton. Crampton to Grigsby. Takes it to the left, between the legs. Wheels back, Majors with a lot of hands. Crampton against Scott. Lays it down. And Scott, he tries to get a pickpocket, but Crampton with a nice layup. A nice hanging jumper. And quickly in the front court, and Duke's going to have to foul the driving Majors.
It'll be Wyatt's first, I believe, and just didn't get back in time to set up, draw the charge there, so he still got the foul.
Majors to the line, 19-12. Cougars
Majors to the line.
on the road trip, and they've come back after that 7-0 drought. Majors with the cheerleaders screaming in his face, nails the first one for a 20-12 lead. Low scoring game. Ortiz checks in for Duke. And we are really missing Darian Green. Darian is on the bench in the hoodie. Boy, it was tough losing him because we just got out of the game the other night when he left.
Yeah, we were playing well and, staying with him. And then, when he got fouled, we just kind of lost our offensive. Like I said, the primary ball handler.
Yeah, he's our only point guard.
Yeah.
Grigsby, high left side, holds the ball as we'll try to get one shot off, down 9. Jace Jennings, see what Coach Mays calls. He's calling the play. Jennings picked it up too early. Not a good decision, but Sawyer bails him out. 11 seconds left, lays it down. Gives to Crampton. Crampton in the corner with 6 seconds. Hanging 10-footer is a good-looking shot. No good. Crampton hustling for the board. Instead, shoot a 60-footer, and he rips it. Knocks it home. Majors from 60, and what a momentum shot. It looked good all the way and knocked the webbing out for a 24-12 deficit and a tough way to go to the locker room.
Yeah, that's tough. Zane had a good look from the short corner over there, and the rebound carried him all the way to the corner of the court.
Yep.
And then Majors grabbed it, took a few dribbles, and heaved one down the floor and went in. Kind of what you would expect the ending of that half would be. They just kind of seized control, and everything they were doing was working. And we've fallen behind 24-12. We got to fight back in it. Another half to play, and we got to get more shots and better shots. Again, we only scored 2 in the second period. 12
points, 2 touchdowns, and 2 missed extra points. We're down 24-12. So we'll be back with in a few minutes. The totals for Nashville Christian are not much, but Coach Brothers will give those when we return. You're listening and watching the Nashville Christian Broadcast Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Eagles cheerleaders. Eagle fans, we'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank the incredible sponsors who make our basketball season soar. Our mighty Eagle sponsors are true champions of our school spirit and student athletes. A huge thank you to Nashville Ready Mix, building strong foundations on and off the court. Enterprise Solutions, powering our progress with innovation and support. Klein Sweeney and Associates, designing excellence for our future Eagles. Our Soaring Eagle sponsor, Brown & Brown Insurance, protecting what matters the most and helping our Eagles fly high. And finally, we'd like to thank Vanderbilt Sports Medicine for keeping our athletes safe and healthy. We are deeply grateful for your partnership and commitment to Nashville Christian School. Your support helps our athletes thrive, our programs grow, and our community stay strong. Eagle fans, let's hear it for our sponsor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a special offer from our concession stand. Chicken tenders and chicken sandwiches are now available for $3 each while supplies last. Once again, if you're hungry, go grab some chicken tenders or chicken sandwiches for $3 at the concession stand located at the main entrance to the gym.
Back on the campus of Nashville Christian in one of the major tourist areas of the world, Bellevue, Tennessee. Mike McPherson along with Coach Jeff Brothers. And Coach, back to football. This year we have to return the favor and go to Innsworth and Chattanooga-Tyner.
Yeah, two places that we have not been. So that'll be fun, for our guys to get over there and see another part of the world. And both two great environments to play in, and so we're excited about that. But also, another tough schedule opening up with Davidson Academy, as we have done a lot, lately,
Right.
which is a great opening game for us, great rivalry for us. They're coming over here this year. And we do travel over to Innsworth and get the season started that way. So that'll be a big challenge for us, to open with those two games. And we got a long summer ahead of us in preparation, and we'll see what we can get ready for.
Mr. Bishop, if you're listening, I just had an idea. We could get out of school for the Tyner game and take several pep buses down to Chattanooga.
Go to the aquarium.
We can make a day out of it. Maybe leave a day early, spend the night. Mr. Bishop, these were all just thoughts, and
do with it what you will.
I'll be glad to lead a devotional to make up for missing Bible. So Nashville Christian, Coach, we've put ourselves in a hole, and then a 60-footer at the buzzer didn't help.
No, and we're 5 for 17 total from on the night, including 2 of 8 from three-point range. And the Academy only 10 for 19 shooting, so not exactly tearing it up, but more efficient. And then they're only 2 of 7 from 3, but again, they've gone on a 24-5 run since we opened with a 7-0 lead.
And Darian Green's absence has really shown up in the second quarter. So Clarksville Academy with a 3-out high-low, and they really do a good job of working Davey and the big man Johnson in there. And Davey's so athletic, he pops out everywhere. Several of them do. They flash into that post. They skip across to Jackson, takes it all the way in there. Great reverse move, misses it. Tip, no good. Duke gets it to Grigsby. And then backcourt will bring it up.
A piece of that shot, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. 24-12, Nashville Christian trailing. Crampton on the left side. Hits a
pass.
Cutting Sawyer layup, nicely made, good, wide open. Crampton with a good vision. And Crampton out there with a steal. 2 great plays in a row. Ahead to Grigsby. Again to Sawyer. And they didn't lead him. They did not lead him, and he fumbled it on the floor. We should have thrown it closer to him. He ran the floor. He had a chance to get to 8. And now coming back is Majors. Fortunately, he misses. Nice rebound by Sawyer. Did a great job of running coast to coast. Grigsby to Duke. Duke on the right side to Jennings. Jennings brings to Crampton. between the circles, left side to Grigsby. 24-14, Nashville Christian trailing. Need to shorten some of those passes. Hand off to Jennings. Sawyer comes way out top. Going to be hard for him to post up against Johnson, so they got him on the perimeter quite a bit, running a 5-motion passing cut. Look to Grigsby. He cuts through, but they kind of push him toward the baseline. But he drives back to the baseline, lays it up. They got a piece of it. Fighting for the ball is, well, that's going to call a late foul on Sawyer. I guess he got him. It was a little late.
He's just running down the floor, and the guy got in his way. It was a foul. I mean, he did make contact, but that's an unfortunate.
So 24-14, Nashville Christian still down 10. They drop into a 1-2-2 zone. They extend it quite a bit. Clarksville Academy, they really rip that ball around. Skip it all the way back to the right side. Penetrating is Majors. Short baseline to Scott. Man, he can pickpocket you.
Yeah,
all the way to Johnson. Now they swing it to Majors. He walks, lays it up. Rejected by Sawyer. Picked up by Grigsby. Over to Crampton past the timeline. Backs out. Had the three instead to Jennings. He'll take it from NBA. Bottom. Cuts it to 24-17. Good transition. And Jennings knocks it home from Pete Maravich range. Ball on top to Jackson. Majors in the corner to the fast Scott. Inside to the cutting Davey. Nicely laid up on a great cut by Davey. He's an athlete.
Yeah, for that zone, he does a good job of finding those open seams and exploiting those.
9-point lead again. Jennings out here. Hands to Grigsby. He likes to drive that baseline. They cut him off there pretty good by Johnson. Left side to Sawyer. Back to Jennings. He wanted to fire it. Takes it to the right wing. Grigsby will. Yes. 26-20. Couple of threes back to back. Get it down to 6 with 4:40 to go. Quickly, Clarksville Academy the other way. Nashville Christian trying to stay in this game. Floater nicely made by Scott as he can get into the seam and does a little runner there. Quickly to Crampton in front court. The lead back to 8. Crampton fighting. Takes in the key. Stops. Spins. Hanging. 8-footer. Bouncing. No good tip. Good by Duke. And he was fouled. Crampton working so hard. Got the shot off, and then Duke followed up the miss nicely.
Great physical effort by Wyatt right there, going up kind of in the trees, handling that rebound and putting it right back up without even coming down to the floor.
Great tip in. A 6-point lead can be cut to 5 by the left-hander. Isaac guns it. Bouncing out. Crampton almost got a hand on it. Long pass ahead to Scott. Scott gets it out to Davey. Wanted the 3 instead to Johnson. He takes 3 or 4 steps down the lane, and the ball deflected out by the Eagles. So the Cougars will bring it in. Dressed in their Kentucky blue, Nashville Christian, their white and blue and Auburn orange. 22-28. Eagles down 6. Right at 4 minutes of the third quarter. And they lob it and they throw it away, but Davey with a great save brings it out and sets the court. Right side to Jackson. They'll hand back to Majors. Clarksville Academy can slow it down when they need to kind of regather themselves. Good disciplined team. Here comes Majors right side to Jackson. They play catch with a 3-man rotation out front. On Davey on the baseline. Now they kick out to Jackson. He wanted the 3, drove baseline, looped the ball out here to Davey. They swing the ball nicely around, and he walked that time, no call. Jackson gets in there. They're getting drives, but we're cutting them off nicely. Here's Majors, airs it, but there for the lay-in is Davey, and we have to hammer him from behind.
Yeah, that was either a travel or a tie ball, one or the other.
It was
they got away with it. They do. You're right, because they do a great job of moving
Eagles
the
foul
ball
number 0,
around
right,
the zone,
that's
over
his
the
second.
zone. They really make the
seconds.
defense move and expose some of the open options.
Davey to the line, 2 shots.
We collapsed pretty good on those drives. I
Yep.
thought we forced a walk on one of them. Davey will go to the line after the foul, and his team's ahead by 6, 3:27 left in the third, and he nestles the net with a 29-22 lead.
good start to the half for Nashville Christian.
Was.
You know, based on how we finished the first half, or played the entire second quarter, we come out and playing well, kind of like we did the start of the first quarter.
A decent quarter we'd be right on top of this thing. That gives an 8-point lead for Clarksville Academy. Here's Duke. Left hands it down that sideline. They're coming to trap him. Sees it nicely. Crampton. Give to Sawyer. Sawyer shot fake. Lays it up good. Nice job of getting the man in the air.
Good shot fake.
30-24. Back down to 6. Excellent job by Sawyer getting the man in the air. Ball kick away. Crampton steals it. Comes up court, stutter steps. He's fouled. They reach. No call. Gets into the lane too deep. But just hang and shoot it. Instead to Duke. Duke to Jennings. It's blocked and knocked back to Clarksville Academy. And Grigsby is fouled going for the interception. Pass interference on Johnson to keep Grigsby from the interception down near the 5-yard line. And he gets hacked to the ground. No call. Retained by the Cougars.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get that call or the pick right there. Caden did a great job anticipating that pass.
Inside to Davey. We collapse on him nicely. They missed this 3, but it's accidentally tipped right into the hands of Colbert, who lays it in over the big men inside, 32-24. Crampton, him and Grigsby having to pound it up with Darian Green in stitches and concussion protocol on the bench. Crampton left side. Hand checks again, lays it down, cut off. Sawyer to Grigsby. We've had a lot better third quarter. Crampton in the corner. Thought about the drive and instead to Grigsby all the way cross court over here to Sawyer. 32-24, approaching 2 minutes. Grigsby, hoping he'd pull up a jumper right there. Duke.
Got a size mismatch inside. We can find it. Trying to look for it.
Jennings all the way on the deep left side in front of the scoreboard. And here's another pick by Scott, his third. Stops, fakes, lays it up good. He's got 6 points on pickpockets.
Yeah, he's got a really good feel for that.
He anticipates, and he doesn't foul.
No.
1:38 to go. Duke hits Grigsby on the cut. They're going to call a foul on the charge. So good cut, pass, and shot. Grigsby got off the floor. What was that? Davey got under him?
I think it was, yeah.
So we're going to take a timeout. Timeout on the floor. With 1:34 to go, it's a full timeout, so we're going to take a break with Nashville Christian trailing the visiting Clarksville Academy Cougars 34-24. You're listening to the Nashville Christian Broadcast Network. Mike McPherson with Coach Jeff Brothers here back at the Jake Center. Coach, we've outscored them 12-10 third quarter, but that end of that second quarter has been a killer.
Yeah, just, we were kind of just went dry there in the second quarter. We only hit one shot. I think we were 1 for 9 or 10, if I recall. And, just that created the separation, and we played even the rest of the way. And that's how ball games go. There's always a period of time that happens, the team pulls away. But if we can't fight our way back in, we've played good here at the start of the second half. We need to finish this last minute and a half of the third. I don't think they wanted to be in a position where they're only scoring 34 points and only up by 10 at this point.
Yeah, they want to get it and go. So Clarksville Academy run a play. Ceiling man inside. Ortiz did a good job with Big Johnson on that set play. 34-24. Clarksville Academy facing our zone, gunning the 3 and good. And that's a tough one. Hard to stop that movement. And then Scott yakking it up there from the right wing for a 13-point lead. Biggest lead now. Ortiz hands to Height, who walked. They let us have that one. 37-24, 48 seconds ago. Boy, he's really being hounded. They handled the pressure nicely. Hands to Jennings, back to Height. 43 seconds. Height takes it. Got bumped on the baseline. Nothing there. Duke Looks at Ortiz, a quick three, in and
Halfway
out. A
down.
nice looking shot, but it wouldn't go down with 33 seconds. Clarksville Academy quickly in front court. Johnson cut off, but gets it back out to Jackson on the right side to Scott. The ball whipped back out on top to Jackson. National Christian the 2-3, and they get it inside to their big man, and Ortiz ties him up nicely.
Good job and a great job by Wyatt Duke right there. Wyatt, not a 5, not a true post player, but playing the post defense right there on Johnson. Did a great job forcing him to turn back to L.A., and L.A. was there to tie the ball up.
Big defensive play with a 13-point deficit, needing to hit a buzzer shot with 16 seconds left in the third. Clarksville Academy picking up man-to-man pressure. Ortiz, one of many people that have been bringing the ball up without Green. Ortiz brings back to the right. Crampton spins, does a 180, lays up nicely after spinning. And that is the buzzer, and fortunately no buzzer beater for the Cougars. It was National Christian Zane Crampton with a nice 360 turn, laying it up to cut it back to 11. So still a long way to go, but it's within sight. We can see them now. 37-26, a really good quarter. National Christian actually outscored the Cougars by 1. Coach, give us a few leading score highlights.
Yeah, well, like you said, we played equal to in that quarter, just like we did in the first quarter. We lost the first quarter by 1. We won the first quarter by 1. Lost the third quarter by 1, and that's been balanced. But that second quarter has been the killer for us. Hopefully, this fourth quarter we can kind of, work ourselves back into contention. We're playing a really physical basketball game, and really playing level even with our opponent. As far as scoring goes, Patrick Sawyer has 6. Jace Jennings has 8. Both of those guys lead National Christian in the top 2 point scorers. And for Clarksville Academy, Scott came alive right there in the third quarter, scoring 7 in the third quarter to make it 11 for the game, and he's the leading scorer of all players.
National Christian down 12 at the half. So 11 is the deficit now. So National Christian outscoring them by 1 point, if my Antioch math is correct. I will always defer to the Vanderbilt math major to my left.
You're too kind, Coach. It's the Antioch humility coming out in you.
Back in the 70s. Majors, right side. We bounce into the post, but we cut off pretty nicely. We've done a good job guarding the post, considering the size and speed differential inside. Clarksville Academy to inbounds it. 7:49 left in the contest. Oh, Johnson just knocked Sawyer out of the way.
I'm not sure that's allowed.
It's allowed tonight. Jackson on top. Hands to Scott. Scott Jackson playing catch over here to Majors. Majors looking for Johnson inside. Top of the circle, Jackson. Right side to the driving
He stepped on the base.
Scott, and he can really fly, but he took one step too wide and stepped on that end line for a turnover. National Christian can benefit from the turnover and get this thing under double digits. Marcus Height gets to Sawyer, hands back to Height. 37-26, 7:15 to go. Height looks for a cutter, needs help. Picks it up, gives to Jennings. 7:07 to go. Jennings left hands it over to Crampton. Crampton looks for a cutting Height. Height, 1 to the 3, and another pickpocket. This time it's by Jackson. Fumbling with the ball, picks it up, and a hand to the big Johnson, who lays it up for the 13-point lead.
Johnson.
So we're in a big hole right now. 6:48 to go. Jennings, he's wide open. Downtown is a good look. Crampton with a great hustle, gets it back. Backs out of there. Crampton to pull the 3. Yes! Gets it back to 10. Crampton, great hustle after Jennings had a nice 3. Crampton on the boards. Great athleticism, pulls it back and showed great touch.
And strong hands. You're not going to, a loose ball like that, Zane's going to come away with it. A pass that's contested, like what we call in football a contested reception, he's going to come away with it. And then he has the wherewithal to step back behind the line and hit the 3. That's just his experience and his poise.
Well, and Crampton, Zane Crampton and Caden Grigsby, both outstanding football players. That's their main sport, but they step in and help this basketball team, and not only help it, they they dominate. Both these guys, you know, they spend a little more time catching a football than they do shooting three-pointers, and they look good.
Well, but that's the great thing about athletes playing multiple sports is those skills translate, and you're able to use them in different ways to improve not only your own skill set but benefit other teams. And that's what we like about Nashville Christian School is that athletes play multiple sports and contribute in a lot of ways to a lot of different areas of our school. And Zane and Cade doing a great job tonight on the basketball floor.
We would be in a lot of trouble without some football guys stepping in, and they doing a great job. If Darian Green's in this game, this may be tie ball game right now.
Well, I mean, certainly we're playing well enough to be within 10 with 6.5 to go, which I think, again, if you said that to Coach Mays somewhere around lunch, he would have said, I'd like to be closer, but I'll take that. You know, and I think we're playing admirably, and I think the plan is great. I think the boys are executing it well, and were it not for a sort of a dry second quarter, I think it'd be a little different feel right now, but still feel good.
Now, you got to feel like Darian would be a 10-point makeup because a lot of those pickpockets will not be done against him.
That's true.
1-2-2 extended. Nashville Christian back down by 10, 6:25 to go. In the key to Davey. They kick it around the corner to Scott, who is really quick. They move it all the way around the right corner. Sorry, that was Johnson. Scott's the quick one right there. Flashing through is Johnson. It's in the key, and they really are trying to spread us out to pull us. And get past all the way to Scott. Looks for the posting Johnson. They really like to skip that ball and run their high-low.
It just gets the defense out of position, So they're doing a good job of being patient with it. They're not forcing the issue, but we're doing a good job defensively reacting and recovering.
Really are covering up pretty good, and they are a patient team. They don't take bad shots. Davey really wanted that in the key. Scott was a little driving kick out. He's kind of trying to pull us out so they can get that right there, but we cut it off nicely again. Oh, but they find him that time, and Scott from 4 feet got in there nicely at the post area for a 12-point lead, and it's stolen. It'll be layup all by himself as Jackson, and that is a backbreaker right there.
That's tough. Just got to be really smart and careful with your passes. They can anticipate and get in those pass lanes quickly.
Gets it up to 14. Ortiz struggling, but gets Crampton. Crampton takes it in. Powers lays up. It's rejected by Johnson. Here they come. Now they're on the roll. Scott double clutches. No good. Grigsby with a nice board. Comes flying out of there with it, then backs out. 14-point lead. It almost got worse. Ortiz picks it up a little too early. Finds Jennings, brings it to the top of the circles. Gets a screen from Sawyer. He rolled in there, but they picked him up. Grigsby taking all the way down, backs out of there with it. Gets the right side to Sawyer, hands it to him. Grigsby wanted the three. They closed out on him to pick it up. Clarksville Academy really has the quickness to close out, and then they have the quickness to help when you drive. Sawyer gets to Crampton. They have to eat up a lot of clock to get a good. Here's a great pass by Crampton. Kicked out of bounds by Davey, but a great post feed.
Yeah, good job. Just a good switch. They're switching on the handoff screen, so it gets a good matchup for Patrick down inside.
Bounce play to Chase Jennings, almost picked it. Handles it nicely, picks it up and floats it over to Grigsby. Ortiz, they whip it all the way to the other side. Ortiz gets it back, an NBA three. Probably not what coach wanted there. Long rebound is going to be picked up by Johnson. Here he goes, lays it up good, and he was fouled by Jennings.
Jerron Johnson.
So, probably a little bit of a force by Ortiz.
Well, it was a good stiff arm by Johnson. I mean, he's running, he got his hand in Jace's chest and just pushing him down the floor.
Number 11,
like Derrick Henry style.
They've made some good football plays. And that was another one. So the lead is out to 16, and it's gotten away from us here. So Coach Mays is going to try to play the best we can this last 3:45, see if we can get this thing under 10 points. Johnson. I don't know why the football team doesn't recruit him. He knocks home the three-point play. 46-29. Frampton up against the man-to-man again. Darian Green, we've said it many times, we're really missing him these last two games. Hopefully he'll be ready next week. Rigsby left side. We'll try to get a flare for Jennings. Does a great 180, goes in, does a Euro step, lays it up good, and he's fouled. Great 360 reverse, Euro step off the glass, fouled, and it counts. Back to 46-31, 3:28 to go. The Eagles will not give up. They've shown that.
Well, that's one thing about Coach Mays' team, Coach. They're not going to stop playing. They're not going to give,
Crampton gets the miss. Stops, lays it up in front. 3-footer, good. A bit of a push here to 13. As Coach just said, they're not going to quit. Oh, but they thread the needle to Davey Crampton. Just barely missed the interception. Takes it back to 15. Ortiz into front court. Approaching 3 minutes of the game. Jennings behind the back.
Hands, yep.
And he's caught as he's going by and gets the push called against him. The ball will go down to the baseline to be inbounded. 48-33 with 3:03 to go. Down there with our 21 cheerleaders. They make a lot of noise for us. And we're in a little X cut with the two guys from the elbow. Grigsby needed to go low because that backboard's standing in his way. 3 minutes left here. The screen for Wyatt. They're holding. What are they going to call?
Yep. Oh, he stepped across the line.
Should be a warning, I believe.
Delay a game, yep.
Second one would be a technical. 48-33, 3:03 to go. Grigsby with another inbounds to Jennings. Jennings wants to drive, does another Euros foul, and it lays it up left-handed bottom.
Great balance, body control, dexterity, the whole thing.
Jennings has done it tonight.
Savvy player.
He's usually the smallest man on the floor, but plays like it doesn't matter, and misses another chance for a three-point play. 48-35, Nashville Christian trying to hang around. Clarksville Academy now faces a man-to-man, so we'll see what they try to do to pull his way out. Crampton trying to keep him on the side and deflects it away.
Can you do that?
The clock down to 2:38 to go.
Is that not a travel if that happens?
No, I think that was legal. I believe that was legal. So Clarksville Academy wants a timeout. Let's see if it's a long one. Coach Mays is questioning something. I think, hey, Coach, you may have been right. Coach Mays was questioning that very play.
Well, it came out of his hand, and he ran and
got
it.
I thought he was it deflected.
No, he just took the ball up over his head. It came out of his hands. He ran and caught it.
Yeah, you got to keep a pivot foot if you're going to throw it to yourself. So you're right. I didn't see it right. I thought we deflected it up in the air. So 48-35.
I do have, my eyes are just a little bit younger. I got a couple of years on you.
I can barely see the other side from here.
It's remarkable the job you do not being able to see the far side of the court.
I get these reading glasses.
Coach, you do a great job.
Without
they
them,
love you.
I can't see a thing.
Coach, you are the voice of the Eagles, and we love you.
Well, it's probably an irritating voice of the Eagles.
No such thing.
48-35.
Throngs of people listen to these games. Over and
sometimes
over.
Dozens, but no, we do get
pairs and pairs of people.
I tell you, the football games, they by the end of Sunday, sometimes 2,000, and it was well over 5,000 at the Innsworth game after the weekend.
Crazy.
So the kids love to watch with their families. A lot of people tell me. Clarksville Academy, proud of our guys. They've given a great effort. Down 13, very outmanned without their best ball handler. I think they've done a great job hanging in there. Clarksville Academy running a 5-man pass and cut, and Crampton holds.
Eagles foul.
Got to finally
Crampton. That's his first.
Foul where we can get them down to the free throw line. It's only our second, so we got to commit 3 more to get them on the line.
Yeah, very few fouls in this game, which is good and bad because now you got to try to get them to the line. Hard
defense being played.
Oh,
he took 2 steps there.
It's a travel.
Missed that too. Yes, he called it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Grigsby hammered him from behind, but it was after the walk. Whoa, why delay that? It was a good call, just a late one.
Yeah.
Grigsby told to hold his position, down 13, gives to Crampton in backcourt. Davey picks him up. Approaching 2 minutes, 13-point deficit. Probably can't pull it out, but we can get this thing under 10. And Ortiz is hammered by Scott. And he'll get to go to the line for 2.
I believe that's the 5th foul, right? Or is that just 4 now?
I thought.
Cougars foul on number 23, Andreas Scott.
Looks like we got inbounded.
That's his first, and the team 4th.
Jennings hits a cutting Grigsby. 2 minutes left. National Christian still playing hard. Grigsby sees an opening. He's bumped. A great pass to Ortiz in the corner. No good. Crampton, great board. Takes it in. Zips it to Duke from the corner. Short. Duke's been off a little bit. He's got good looks, but just hasn't found the range tonight. 13-point deficit. And Clarksville Academy will try to milk some here, and he falls down for a travel. So it's a second straight time. Johnson wanting the foul. So Nashville Christian will retain, or
there was nobody within 3 feet of him.
Yeah, get it back. Yeah. He was looking around for some help. I think he was just more embarrassed than anything. Down 13, so Nashville Christian, they've really made a great effort tonight.
Absolutely.
They have down 12 at the half. They trail by 13. And you just got to feel like with Darian Green, this game is right down to the wire. So, but we're showing we can play with anybody in this league.
Yeah, we'll get Darian back here in a few days, I think. Maybe hopefully sometime next week. Depends on how those stitches heal up.
Crampton left side to Jennings. He gets in there a little too far. Beautiful zip pass into Crampton. The ball's deflected away. He's fighting on the floor. And these kids don't give up. Crampton's going to hustle no matter what the score is.
Yeah, and you're not going to pull the ball out of his hands.
I don't think I've ever seen him drop a football pass. 48-35, 1:27 to go. Ball looped out to Crampton. He's not afraid to lay it on the floor, and he does. Takes it in there, goes up, hanging 5-footer. Crampton right in the face, up the grill. Cuts it to 11. Still a long way to go. But again, it's just evidence of the Eagles not giving up. Coach May's doing a great job here.
Well, we've only got 2 fouls, team fouls, so we can really pressure the ball right here, try to create a turnover. I was watching an Auburn play somebody the other day. Texas A&M. A&M scored 11 points in 28 seconds. Turnover 3, turnover 3, turnover 2 with a foul, and then a regular field goal, all in the backcourt. Like Auburn never got the ball beyond their own key in 4 straight possessions.
Well, that'd be nice to see again right here. 11-point deficit with 1:21 to go.
My daughter didn't like that. She's an Auburn grad. She was real frustrated with it.
So can you pull for Auburn at all with her being a grad?
Absolutely. Except when they play Vanderbilt.
Except for Vanderbilt. 48-37, 1:21 up on the clock. You've been with us tonight. The girls' action. Good game by our ladies, defeating Clarksville Academy to stay up at, I believe, 3rd place. Yeah, the Lady Eagles stayed. Depending on what DCA does, they were a game and a half coming in tonight. Clarksville Academy is going to probably take home this victory, but the Eagles have shown they'll play with you.
Oh yeah, valiant effort.
48-37, approaching a minute. Clarksville Academy going to spread it out, and they are obviously more talented all around than Nashville Christian basketball-wise, but not on effort. And we reach and get the foul.
It's LA.
And is that
his 3rd? I
believe the 3rd.
That's his 3rd and the team's 3rd.
All right, Nashville Christian's going to have to foul 2 more times. Crampton guarding Majors in backcourt. 1 minute left. Coach Mays really encouraging the defense. Crampton doing a good job on him. Excellent job. Majors try to get by him. Now they're double teaming and fouling. Making a good trap there, but they can't really afford to wait on seeing if they can get a good trap. They got to foul another time.
Yeah. Eagles foul number 4, Zane Crampton. That's his 2nd. And the team 4th.
National Christian not giving up. Coach Mace calling for the foul again, so we'll probably get one early here. Davey will be fouled. He's hammered. They didn't.
Yeah, they called it eventually.
Okay, they did.
And then Wyatt, I believe his third. That's kind of irrelevant.
Eagles foul number 0, Wyatt Duke. That's his third and the team fifth.
Taja Davey to the line.
Davey's 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Both of those coming in the third quarter.
Good looking athlete, puts it up there and nestles it in right over the rim for a 12-point lead, 50.5. So National Christian will push it up court, take the first three. If that's taken away, I'm sure they'll lay it down on the court and drive, and they've had some good drives tonight against the Cougars. Second one is nicely made. 50-37, down to 45. And there's Crampton going all the way in, stops, hanging 8-footer. He's hit another one. 50-39. Crampton has really done well there and bumps and knocks Majors
Zane's got
to the free throw line.
13 tonight, including, 9 here in the fourth quarter.
What's Crampton's shooting percentage tonight?
He is 4, 5, 6 for 9. So
That's
it's outstanding. He is really developed that short-range hanging jumper, and he's got good elevation, just like he uses in football to get off the ground to catch a pass. He does it in basketball for his jump shot, and as you said, a lost start. He's brought it back into this gym, and nice free throw made by Trace Majors to maintain an 11-point lead. But again, the Eagles out of it, but not down on the mat, staggering, but still playing. And the second rims out.
That's the first miss.
Going to call somebody over the line.
So he gets to shoot it again. I was going to say that's the first miss, but that shot doesn't count, I guess. Is that correct?
It does not count if there's a lane violation.
So they are right now, as we sit here, 8 for 8 tonight from the line.
We'll take that. 12-point lead, 39 to go. Majors has another one. Boy, it takes so long. That's why they lane violated. He just going through a long.
You get what, 15 seconds?
Meditate. You get 10.
10.
It's Crampton behind the back again. Takes it in low. Spin again. Jennings downtown. Look good. Duke fighting for the board. 30 seconds to go. Hoping Crampton would take one more step, do another jumper. Jennings had a good look. Jace has an unusual three. He shoots it and then kind of leans over to see if it's going in.
It kind of helps it.
And it looks like it doesn't have a chance. And, man, the guy his range is beyond NBA.
Well, he certainly uses the whole body to get the shot. But that gives him the range, you know. You can shoot it from the floor up. You got some range to it.
Once again, a long, deliberate.
You say you got 10 seconds. He uses 9.8.
He does. Majors misses that
That's
one.
the first miss, officially. 90% from the line.
Majors, let's see if they're counting. Yes, Rick is over here counting. He is counting. Blow it. Second one is good.
That's 9.67 seconds.
53-39. See if we can get the 40s here. Ortiz is going to lose it. We're probably not going to. 20 seconds left. 14-point lead. Jace is going to come out and foul. No, they may let it go. They're going to. Yeah, that's good. So, good effort. Great effort by these guys.
Yep.
It's late. We're going to go ahead and sign off Clarksville Academy with a nice win, but National Christian with a nice effort. And 49 is they're going to fall to Clarksville Academy. Coach Jeff, thank you so much for helping again.
Thanks for having me.
For the first time for this year, we'll have you back up here. And, of course, our producer, as always, Andrew Atkins, the overpaid Andrew Atkins. And so, on behalf of Mr. Andrew, this is Mike Forsberg for Coach Jeff Brothers saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on this, the National Christian Broadcast Network.